morning, Sanubonani, and welcome, fellow travelers. My name is Victoria. I am a born and raised Durban girl and have lived here my whole life. Today, I have traveled up the hill and taken a rather unexpected journey to hills right behind me called the Valley of 1,000 Hills. Now, what I'm going to be introduced to today is a community of people that really want the best for what is around them in hopes of engagement and empowerment. Let us begin with 1,000 Hills Tourism CTO, Community Tourism Organization. 1,000 Hills Tourism CTO offers support and free membership to local benefit organizations. Now, what these non-profit organizations really have the opportunity for is number 1, free marketing, and 2, possible funding when the opportunity arises. I am super excited to be visiting these places today. Tourism is vital in sustaining the businesses and organizations and therefore creating more employment opportunities. So join me today as we have a behind the scenes sneak peek of what this community is all about here in the Valley of 1,000 Hills. So I am on my way to 1,000 Hills Community Helpers, which is a center in the 1,000 Hills Valley, and I'm not sure what to expect. But what I do know about this wonderful place is that it's really about building the community, about helping the community and uplifting. So yeah, I can't wait to show you what I get up to. I'm here at 1,000 Hills Community Helpers, and it has been really something. I've only been here for the past hour, but these women have been here since 5:30 this morning, getting food prepared for packages that they take out to the community. For little children that don't have food every day, even through COVID, these women have been here and ensuring that they have meals. So this is it. This is where all the hard work accumulates from. 5:30 in the morning, cooking in the kitchens, making sure everything is prepared for this. We've got tons of people lining up, making sure that they're having their first meal of the day. I can't wait to see how this shows up. How are you? I'm sitting in the 1,000 Hills Community Helpers Clinic and I am simply blown away. There are 3 on-call doctors from Monday to Friday who are available throughout the day to see people, to help people, and really just give this community a place to go to that is free of charge and is simply there to improve their lives. I'm gonna walk on over and introduce you to a sister who's been here for a good couple of years and has been an incredible part of this community. Hi, sisters.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thank you. How are you?
No, I'm okay.
Good. Could you please tell me about this amazing clinic we have here?
On Mondays, we've got our family planning, right? Family planning, we are the only center which have depot here. Our nearby clinics, they don't have. Number 2, we see also people who have got disease which are poverty related.
Wow.
And another thing is we've got the crèche on site. We do school health visit every quarter.
A really awesome part about the 1,000 Hills Community Helpers is that they take medication to the community. Now, this is something that has been going on for a while and really helps those in the community without having to pay to travel to go get their meds. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I just want to say you have built the most beautiful venue and beautiful community center for obviously this community. Can you please tell me about why you started this?
It was very easy. I was brought up and grew up in the area, and my heart has always been with the community. I've watched them battle through the years, and it was my dream always to have a place like this and a safe haven for children especially. And then with the needs of the community, with the clinic and our feeding scheme, our Meals on Wheels, there's a desperate need to have a place of love, Ikaya Lotando, to come to when you're in need.
If you had an open checkbook, what would be the first thing you need?
I would buy an ambulance. Our ambulance, we did get one. She's very tired and we've had to put her out to rest. So we don't have an ambulance now and we desperately need one.
I am on my way to the Kloof and Highway SPCA, and I am just so excited to learn about the behind the scenes of what's really happening. You know, there's a lot that they give back to the community, from various food schemes to a wonderful nature reserve. So come on with me, let's go for it. Barbara, thank you so much for taking some time out today. I think I'm just gonna dive right into it. I have never seen donkeys before, and I believe there's quite a story.
They were mums and babes that were being transported through Moy River when they were stopped by the police and confiscated. And we were then called in to come and help with the rescue of them. And what would have happened is that they would have been walked up Sani Pass during the night when it's dark and taken up to the top where they would have been slaughtered for part of the donkey skin trade. It's the most tragic death for them and obviously extremely cruel. So we're very happy to know that they are here with us.
I think that story in itself just really engages with the message of what this place is about.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what I love so much about organizations like this, is that even the people that work with you, work for you, are still really feeling that sense of hope.
Absolutely. I have to say that without our community, we wouldn't have an SPCA. We've got our beautiful SPCA here with our charity shops, our tea garden, and people can come and they can support whilst they're shopping and finding bargains, which is absolutely wonderful.
I'm about to walk into the clinic, and you really get to see what it is that the people about this community and who work here really do, and the change that they bring to these animals' lives. So I am on my way with Doctor, and his literal name is Doctor the vet, and we are on our way to a emergency pickup. Is that correct? Okay, so this is a first for me because I always assumed that this wasn't like a full-time thing. Doctors on call 24/7, and anything that they hear of, if there's a call in saying that there's been an animal that's been hurt, or there's something that they feel needs to be investigated with cruelty and treatment of animals, mistreatment rather, Doctor is there. He's the first on the scene. I visited one of my favorite spots in Durban, the Kloof and Highway SPCA. So I got to know a little bit more behind the scenes, and really I got to know what it means to be part of a community that enriches the community. I can't wait to go back and find out a little bit more about what it is that I can be doing to give that much more, not only to the animals, but to those involved. I'm super excited to be visiting the Hillcrest Aid Center. And what I've been told, they have an amazing coffee shop and a beautiful nursery. As you can see, there is loads of indigenous plants at a really cost-effective price and perfect little additions for your garden while supporting the community. I love your earrings.
Thank you very much.
Please tell me where I can get them.
Watermoy and Friends, that's where the only place that you can get beautiful wood jewelry.
Right here.
Right here.
I'll be right back. At the heart of the Hillcrest Aid Center has to be Wozo Moyo, which directly translated means come spirit. And you really feel that spirit when you understand all this apparel and these beautiful creative objects were made by the community, by the women of the valley who have been inspired and upskilled. Now, all this apparel sells locally, but fortunately has a huge international demand as well. This all helps to grow our beautiful culture and brand, and thus even further building these local communities. They recently received funding for their bead loom project. Now I hear that their best coffee can be found right there. Let's go have a look, shall we?
It's such an amazing opportunity for me.
So what is so awesome about this project is that it really helps the unemployed youth find their feet, find what they enjoy, and there are tons of projects like this that this awesome centre helps the youth with. Now, what I'm really excited to learn a little bit more about is the self-sufficient feeding scheme. I've been told it's between gogos and their grandchildren, and I'm quite interested to see how this dynamic works. More importantly, if the gogos are having a good time or if the kids are having a better one. So I am absolutely blown away by the garden here, and really I think it's a huge tribute to all the gogos that are here, and all of this is grown by the gogos themselves.
By the gogos themselves, yes.
Absolutely.
Because we are working with the gogos. Our program is as focusing on the grannies because they are ones that are taking care of the grandchildren. After school, they will come here and fetch water over there, and then they will help the grannies to water the garden.
And there must be such a nice connection that the grannies and the grandchildren have as well, just to build something that they've done together and have it be so beneficial for the community. It's really incredible work here. I have the great privilege of being here today at the Hillcrest Aid Centre Respite Unit, and I'm just about to chat to Svea, the head nurse, and she's going to tell me quite a bit about what this awesome place is. So Svea, please tell me this wonderful centre and the hard work you do here. What is it exactly?
The respite unit is a 25-bed unit where we admit patients that are HIV positive, very weak, and if they don't have anyone to look after them at home, and those also with cancer for palliative care.
Okay, wow, that sounds like a very heavy task, and I can just imagine that you being here and your staff being here just brings a warm presence to their lives. Is that what you feel?
Yes.
As you can see right next to me, this is the wall of remembrance, a dedication to all those who had passed while here in care. And I think more especially, it's a tribute to those who work here, to say thank you, to give this message of hope, as a reminder, in fact, to look after yourselves and those around you. I'm going to be going to the Valley Trust that helps communities with limited means sustainably ensure their own good health. Now, for me, what doesn't spark joy and hope about that message? I'll be chatting to Cindy Keys, a project manager of the foundation, who really wants you to experience what the Valley Trust has to offer. From accommodation to actually getting involved with the community, I think I'll be staying there for more than a night or two.
At the Valley Trust, we currently have 3 business units at the moment. We have the programs unit, we have the fundraising unit, and we also have the property unit. As you can see, we've got this huge complex. So our program specifically, our Kulakahle Mntwana program, which means Grow Well Child, is looking at the child health and development within the communities. And we are targeting children who are 0 to 6 years of age, but for the HIV positive children, we also go up to the age of 9 years old. And we also have the youth development program, which is looking at youth development within the communities. It is mainly focused in the Wanyuswa area where we run the computer program, which usually takes 3 months, and sometimes we add other components of leadership skills and things like that, which takes us up to 6 months.
As part of their property portfolio, the Valley Trust also offers very reasonable accommodation. Their backpacker rooms are available with 2, 3, or 4 beds and guests share communal bathrooms. The 30-bed facility is very comfortable with a lounge area, DSTV, a fridge, microwave, and pool table.
The Nchanga railway station is home to the Mgeni steam train. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I may be more than a bit excited to go on my first train. I'm on my way, Mum! During the 2020 pandemic, 1000 Hills Tourism was kind enough to make sure that this place would keep on going. So, join me and learn a little bit more about our awesome history with trains, and who knows, maybe you'll even get to ride one. So I've just arrived at Nchanga Railway and I'm just blown away by seeing all these trains in front of me, and I'm going to meet with Adrian and he's going to chat me through a little bit of the history about this place. Come on, let's go take a look.
Come through, Victoria.
Wow, okay, this is not what I was expecting.
In those days, they used to come up the valley
On that?
on that bridge
No.
called the Nchanga Viaduct.
I would never in a million years cross this.
You would have had to if you wanted to go on the train. The train used to arrive from Durban at the bridge, and if the wind was too strong coming up the valley, you would be asked if you'd like to get off and walk across the bridge.
Walk?
And the train would right across the top of the bridge, and the train would then follow you and it would pick you up at the other side of the bridge.
So Adrian, I want to say a very big thank you, and I can't wait to come again.
It's a pleasure, Victoria. Please do come again. Come on the Mgeni Steam Railway train, which starts from Kloof Station and comes up to Nchanga, where we have a market.
Wonderful.
It's a pleasure showing you around.
Thank you. I've really had the most incredible morning chatting to Adrian, and as you can see, seeing all these old trains, and what's really awesome is that they're getting repaired and will be operational. So if you can come here, I suggest that you do. There is something so inspiring about this beautiful view that you see behind me. And I really hope that the sense of inspiration and wonder is something you've experienced today as we've visited these wonderful organizations. Now, let's dial it back a bit and start to understand how the local benefit organizations really get assistance from the community tourism organization. Now, in turn, what this does is create future employment for the community as well as many funding opportunities. I've never really experienced having a farewell or a goodbye that has truly been heart-sore, and today this has been it. Only 35 minutes away from Durban, and the impact that your visit has on this community, the businesses and the organizations would be huge. The sustainable nature of these businesses, of the CTOs that drive them, is what makes it that much more special. I have loved dancing with grannies, playing with children, and I am filled with joy and hope that this will continue. So please get involved, get in touch, and I will be seeing you around really soon.